Hi, good morning. It's Tamara here from Transformation for Women, tamaradon.com. I'm guessing most of you might be on your school run right now, so probably can't watch this live, but this is a really good time for me because my daughter goes to school on her own and I like to come and do some work at the allotment. And I wanted to share with you a story about my voice and how I've used EFT to actually help with it. After, when I was a child, I was told that I couldn't be in the choir because my voice wasn't good enough. So it's a bit of a story. And I really, in my adult life, I've really loved singing, and I've been to singing workshops despite the fact that I've never been very confident, but I've always felt comfortable singing in groups because nobody would hear me really, which was fine by me because then I could enjoy myself and nobody hear me. But what I do now, what I wanted to do was find a really fun choir where I didn't have to audition. And I've been looking for that for a few months, and I found one a while ago, and it was really difficult because you had to sing so perfectly, and it just wasn't for me. And so I kind of gave up, but I knew that I really wanted to learn to enjoy using my voice again. As I've noticed that my vocal range had really reduced as the years had gone by. Hi Caroline, good morning. I'm glad you're here with me talking about how EFT helped my voice. And what I was saying is that I found that my voice was reducing in range and I could barely sing very much at all, and I was frustrated and disappointed. But then I started this dance class in Hemel Hempstead, and it was amazing because when I left the class, I saw outside there was a big sign saying rock choir, and I'd heard of rock choir and I'd really wanted to join, and I thought, how fantastic, I can spend an evening of singing and dancing, because the singing started after the dancing. So I went along to rock choir, and they were so friendly. I cannot tell you how welcome I was made to feel. And I wasn't sure what part I was in, so I sat with upper altos on the first night, and I really enjoyed it. We sang loads of pop songs, and when I got home, my voice really hurt me, and I was like, oh, I've strained it too much. Maybe I was in the wrong part. So the next week I went along, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go for lower altos, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be fine, and it felt much more comfortable. And I got home and my voice really hurt me again for about 24 hours. I had a painful throat or painful vocal cords, I'm not sure. And then the next week I thought, okay, I'm going to try upper bass. And I thought, oh, that's a bit extreme. Women surely don't sing bass, but there were other women there, so I felt kind of okay, that's okay. So I sang upper bass, and I got home, and literally for about 48 hours my voice was in agony, and I just didn't know what to do. So in the middle of the night I thought, oh yes, EFT tapping, of course, that's my tool. So I started tapping on various things, and I remembered that time when I was told that I couldn't be in a choir, and I did a bit of tapping on that. And I hasten to add, it wasn't the way I would thoroughly work with a client, because after all it was about 4 a.m, but I did a bit of tapping on that. And then I did some tapping on the fear that I'd never be able to sing, and I did some tapping on, oh my goodness, I've spent all this money and I'm not going to be able to join rock choir, I'm not going to be able to be in it, those kind of things. And the next day it was a bit improved, but nothing really major. So I think it was probably a week later that I was running an EFT training, and one of the techniques in the training that we teach is something called Imagineering, and it's useful for aches and pains or areas of your body where you feel uncomfortable pain, or you think that, or there's something wrong. So I set out to task an exercise for everyone to do this on themselves, and while they were doing the Imagineering on their own body, I decided, while obviously keeping aware of what everyone's doing and if they needed help, giving them help, but to do some tapping on my vocal cords. And so the idea is that you shine a tiny little torch at the end of your finger. Imagine that you're doing this, a tiny little torch at the end of your finger into the area that feels diseased or uncomfortable. So I imagine shining a torch at the end of my finger into my vocal cords, and they appeared to be very rigid, kind of white and stuck and stiff. And I'm trying to remember what else. But yeah, not in good shape. So I did some tapping on that. So I was saying, even though my vocal cords are rigid and white and stiff and etc., etc. And I did a couple of rounds on that. And then it was really bizarre because a whole load of saliva collected in my throat and I had to keep swallowing and swallowing. It was really bizarre. So I thought, okay, that's weird. Maybe something's happened. So I went back the next time, again, stayed in upper bass. And that time I literally had no pain after my choir, and the time after, no pain. And that was probably May, and it's now November, and I've had no pain since then. And in July I took part in my first concert, and I was really nervous, and I had loads of songs to learn, so I was practicing all morning at home trying to sing and learn the words. And then we had a rehearsal in the afternoon, and then we did the concert in the evening. And despite having sung literally all day, I had no pain afterwards. And why am I telling you this today? Because today I'm doing my second concert. I'm really, really excited. I'm doing it in Hatfield House for the Frost Fair that's going on today. So if you happen to be in Hertfordshire and you happen to be have a free day with your kids and you want to have some fun going around a Christmas fair, I will be performing at 1:30 today in Hatfield House. And just wanted to say also, if you have any challenges like that, either with singing or anything else like that, or your kids have been told that they're not good in maths or singing or whatever it might be, it doesn't have to be a sentence for life. I know we create our own beliefs, and if someone tells us we're not good, we don't have to take that on board. But kids often do, and I did, and it took me a long time until now to really be free of that. And so for my daughter, I really don't want her to, if she is given negative information or beliefs at school, I don't want her to carry those for the rest of her life. And if your children have had things happen to them where they've been given negative information and taken it on board, you can tap with them. And I just want to tell you that. Well, you know where to find me, tamaradon.com, Transformation for Women, or on this Facebook group. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And that's it from me. Bye.